A group of leaders and elders from Nigeria's oil-rich Niger Delta region has withdrawn the ultimatum they gave the Nigerian government to accede to their 16-point demand or face withdrawal from ongoing peace efforts. This was after meeting the acting president, Evah. With me in the studio to discuss this is the coordinator of the Job Monitoring Group, Evah. Thanks for coming on the news.
Thank you very much.
Now, Elder Statesman Chief Edwin Clark says the discussion was honest, truthful, and forthright. And they were very satisfied. Can this put to rest any future agitation?
No, it can't, unless we are seeing evidence of, after the acting president promised that yes, all the issues are going to be handled, like the Maritime University, like the cleanup of Ogoni land, like the amnesty program, where those that we have trained, we need empowerment for them, and the entire cleanup of the Niger Delta, and how the Niger Delta people will also be involved in their natural resources, engaging them. If these things, we are seeing the practical aspect of it, agitation will mellow down, but not totally until...
Mellow down, when you say mellow down, it means there are still chances that...
Yes, because...
it can still pick up, even now that we are having somewhat peace.
Yes, because the ultimate is that we want to control our resources, just like the eastern region, western region, northern region in those days. That is the ultimate of what we are demanding. But then, dialogue and negotiation is the issue.
So you mean that all that that has been going on with, especially the Ogoni Bill of Rights, the Kayama Declaration, the 16-point, let's say, demand, all has to do with you controlling your resources? That is
the cardinal point. And we want to thank our leader for telling the federal government that you are folding your hands, and the people in the Niger Delta are seeing their elders as betrayers. It was because of what some people call ultimatum that made the acting president to say, come, let us discuss. It's not necessary. Why every time do we want fire brigade approach? The President Buhari, dialogue with the Niger Delta people, and some issues were tabled before the president, before he traveled to London. Let the acting president move on with these issues. Nothing is happening. Ogoni cleanup, nothing is happening. You are not seeing it. You are a journalist. You are not seeing anything. Even the Maritime University, nothing is happening. So we want practical things to reduce the tension in the Niger Delta. So we want to thank our leader for making it possible for the acting president to invite the elders in the Niger Delta for this recent agreement that actions will be taken.
Now, the PANDEF has agreed to work with the federal government, and it seems that there will be ongoing discussions along the line. So how would you want these discussions, or what would you expect these discussions, what form would you expect them to take? We
want practical things. And we also want the presidency not to encourage those people who are trying to cause confusion in the Niger Delta. It was just like the days of the June 12 struggle, where some officials of government will engineer some people to create divide and rule. Then the government will say, you are not united, so there is nothing we can do. We want this government not to play that game with the people of Niger Delta. I want to thank the acting president for not listening to those enemies of progress who are trying to even blackmail the national leader of the Niger Delta, Chief Ike Clark. In fact, I want to use this to advise the DG of Voice of Nigeria, because he was talking some things that even children cannot even say. He was accusing Chief Ike Clark of when Jonathan was president, Chief Ike Clark did not do anything. Then Chief Ike Clark had a university. Then Chief Ike Clark married.
All right, now let's leave all of that. Let's look with...
No, because if government is manipulated, what I'm trying to say is that if government listens to this type of people, they will not do anything about that problem.
Obviously, this government,
and the crisis will be...
Obviously, from the step it has taken, it shows it's not listening.
No, because this person is an official of the government. So the president or the acting president should warn the appointee. Because in this country, Nigeria, where somebody like General Danjuma, who don't know the color of crude, telling us that I don't know what to do with oil money, is it Chief Ike Clark that should not have 10 universities in this country?
All right, let's move forward now.
Even Ojukwu in his old age, he even married the most beautiful girl in Igbo land. So is it Chief Ike Clark that should not marry When Gowon himself, when the war, civil war was on, General Gowon did his wedding during the civil war time. So we will not accept any blackmail in this country.
All right,
we make sure that anybody who counter us with we counter blackmail with blackmail.
Agreed that you are not going to allow any blackmail, but amongst yourself, there are different groups.
Look, everywhere in this world there are different groups, even in a family.
Are you united when it comes to this agreement?
We are united, and the government must know that we are united. And that was why when the government decided that we are going to boycott any meeting with the government, if the government will not call meeting now, and the vice president, the acting president, was wise enough to call the leaders for this meeting. And so we are telling the vice president, be a pastor, don't allow any blackmail. Chief Ike Clark is the leader of the South-South. Not only today that we are acting president. Right from the time of Obasanjo government and all that, every conferences in this country, the Niger Delta people collectively, Chief Ike Clark is the voice of the Niger Delta. So the way some Abacha government in those days hired people to cause confusion in Yoruba land through Afenifere, during Afenifere time or Nadeko time, we will not allow those type of people to be hired by people in government. And if they do that, they are prolonging the problem in the region.
All right, prolonging the problem in the region. And now that the government has decided to have a common ground with the leaders, what pointers would you want to see from the government right now to make you, as a representative of the Niger Delta, and see that, okay, you are ready to do what you have promised to do? When
the government know very well that these are the sincere leaders, and there is timetable. September, October, the Maritime University will take off. We are saying that the cleanup of Ogoni land, mobilize journalists, go to Port Harcourt, see how the cleaning is going on. Will Shell not manipulate the cleanup? Will Mobil not manipulate the cleanup? Because these are also like another government in this country. And then we will not also accept all these blackmails where people in government, even by now I expected the acting president to dismiss the DG. Chief Ike Clark was the former Minister of Information. They are the people that put voice of Nigeria on ground.
I'm afraid
so if today somebody who
leave it here right now.
Well, this is what we are saying is what will save this country. There will be no anarchy in the Niger Delta if the president or the acting president will move fast and do things that Niger Delta people will see that this government is sincere.
All right, coordinator of the Evah Monitoring Group, Joseph Evah, thanks for your time on the news.
Thank you for this opportunity.